I think there's a possibility of that. I think the question is when. Clearly, to us, there's a huge addressable market for this product. And I think it's fair to say that we are still barely in the early innings of this. So Disney jumping in to this market, I think really is going to reset the bar. Everyone has to bring their A game, including Netflix. But I would bet that both Netflix and Disney will be left standing when all is said and done.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like to do Disney versus Netflix, which one will win, but actually both can win, to your point, Tuna. At the same time, there is a streaming service out there. There is some form of entertainment that loses out, whether it be in terms of eyeballs or just the total wallet. So what's your guess on where the subscribers are coming from?
Well, my guess of where the subscribers are coming from really is a continuation of the secular trend that we are seeing for the past, several years, which is essentially the cord-cutting of traditional pay television. The good news, though, is that for the entire ecosystem, the gains in the kind of digital subscribers are starting to offset those declines. So a company like Disney jumping in, I think, will really kind of set the tone in terms of how big that market can get, especially with the content that they bring into the table, including the Fox assets as well.
What's your sense on what this streaming service will actually look like, or when we'll actually be able to get a sense of what it has?
I think Bob Iger has been telegraphing for quite some time in terms of, the plans that they have for the service, not just on the television side, but on the film side. So we know it's going to be extremely robust. They are not withholding anything at all on that platform. We're seeing Captain Marvel, for example, is going to be the first film that Disney will withhold from its output deal in anticipation for this streaming service. And today at the shareholder meeting, I think Bob Iger alluded to the fact that the entire movie library is going to be available on that streaming service, including some of the classics. So that's a huge development right there, just showing that they're kind of pulling out all the stops to make sure that nothing, no stone is going to be left unturned here.
Fears about cannibalization in your view, Tuna?
Well, I think that's the perennial question. Thus far, there is some cannibalization to be sure, but as I alluded to earlier, the concerns are being mitigated by the kind of exponential growth so far that we're seeing the over-the-top video landscape. Consider CBS, for example, ESPN getting to 2 million subscribers in a very short period of time. CBS also doubling their own outlook. And of course, Netflix continuing that robust growth trajectory. So all that points to a very, very promising outlook ahead.